And good evening. Thank you very much for being with us. And first on to, a Salem man sparks a mid-air scare over the Pacific Ocean.
Let's look at this animation. It shows the Hawaiian Airlines jet. It left PDX at 10:10 this morning heading for Maui. After an incident involving a 56-year-old passenger, it turned around at 11:40 and headed right back for Portland.
Just as we were learning about the incident, someone sent us this picture via Twitter. The person who sent it says it shows a passenger in custody on the right in what appears to be a baseball hat after he was led off the plane by police at PDX. The officer is there on the left. A woman traveling with the man was also taken from that plane. K2 Shellie Bailey-Shah is live at PDX.
So, Shellie, what do we know about the passenger and what he did or said aboard the jet?
Well, Deb, we don't know exactly what he said, but we know that it was considered a serious enough threat to turn that plane around. And as you mentioned, we have learned from the FBI that the man was a 56-year-old from Salem. Now, that plane, that flight was over the Pacific when the pilot made an announcement that ended up being a lie. These folks were on the flight.
The pilot says that we have a mechanical issue and we need to turn around just for safety. And so we turn around, come back, and we land, and it was kind of a bumpy landing. And once we landed, we saw fire trucks, and they were following us up to the entrance to the airport. And
You're a little worried at this point.
Yeah, I'm very worried.
It happened so quick. We looked up, the police were on there. Next thing you know, the baggage was being taken up from the compartment, and that was it.
So when you say baggage was being taken up from the compartment?
Bags that they had carried on.
After that, Jeff and Michelle and another man insisted on getting off the plane. They were simply too shaken by what happened to continue on to Hawaii. The plane was searched and cleared, and about after 2 hours on the ground, the flight did take off again. Now, in addition to that threatening remark, TSA has confirmed that the passenger had a duffel bag that he was refusing to put in the overhead compartment. But here's the curious part. The man and his companion were interviewed and released just a little while ago, and we're not giving his name because it hasn't been released. He hasn't been charged with anything. Live at PDX, I'm Shellie Bailey-Shah, K2 News.
I know it's been referred to the U.S. Attorney at this point, Shellie, but I'm sure it surprises a lot of our viewers that everything that happened, they brought that plane back to PDX and the guys just let go.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, this was a really traumatic event for the people who were on that plane, especially in light of what happened Christmas Day. And so you would think that more would come of it, but apparently that's not the case.
All right, we'll learn some more, hopefully, in the hours to come. Shellie, thank you.
Well, the jet was escorted back to PDX by two F-15 warplanes from the 142nd Fighter Wing. This is video of one of the jets landing back at PDX shortly after the Hawaiian Airlines jet. The 142nd Fighter Wing is responsible for flying air security missions over the Northwest.